space there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking for a man. It's Adams. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So Kentucky's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly.
Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
First and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. And that is incomplete. These two first met in 1912 and both have a rich history of stars. John Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually and optically, you're right. This is a very good-looking rivalry game, but it's also good on the field. There's a lot of talent assembled here today.
Got a man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Wildcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. To the air. It's Adams. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. A score on special teams. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Using his legs, it's McLaurin. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down.
Base 27, John. Base 27, John.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Gets away from one, finds some space. Touchdown, Cardinals! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To throw, it's Evans. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that 1st down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing in the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The throw to the outside is complete. Only in the hops. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
Complete to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Adams. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity.
There he goes. Lowers those pads. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Louisville!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to throw, it's Evans. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking to throw. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Fires to the big fella. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hauser. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. so they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. That'll bring him to within 4. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Wildcats and Cards.
And the Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Complete to the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Evans. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the ground game. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here's the handoff. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Hunt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off play action on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're going to ride this running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Behind his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. All these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And that is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Looking for a man. It's Evans. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Durant. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Still looking. Finds his target down the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down, looking for more. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Adams. Heaves it on the run. It's caught downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. This time he's got it. Turning it on. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown Cardinals. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he tacked on the extra point. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Hand off from the shotgun. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Looking to pass. It's Adams. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I like the idea defensively here, too. Now, you got the lead. It's the 2nd half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
Got his man downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Leaves it with the back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Tight end now in motion. On the move, it's Patterson. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Adams. It's complete on the right side. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Hauser. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
Stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's McLaurin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running back searching for a hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Kentucky had the horses today, and they ran well down the backstretch and made it all the way to the wire to outlast Louisville and take home the Governor's Cup. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.